Okay, so again, ang agenda natin for today is to complete the torso, the arms, and the legs. So next meeting natin, ang gagawin naman natin is to complete the hand. Okay, so after nun, kapag na-complete nyo na yung generic na, na 3D character, gagawa kayo ng sarili nyo. Okay, your own design. Okay, so first, based on our progress, ang mga edge loops na kailangan nating i-check kung tama are the following. First off, yung sa mata. So to check kung tama yung yung edge flow nyo, you can just go to face mode, select one face, tapos yung katabi, just hold shift then double click. So select natin yung buong loop. Okay? So dapat maayos yung loop na to. So sa kabila, ganun din. So naka-loop yan. Next loop na mahalaga would be for the mouth. Ayan siya. So as you can see, maayos yung pagkakaloop niya. And then another one, dun sa may there should also be a loop that overlaps with the nose. Ayan siya. Okay? So ito yung mga loops na kailangan nating magawa. Maliwanag ba? Okay. So ngayon naman, pag nagawa natin yung mga loops na yan, we can now proceed with creating the torso. Yung sa torso natin, simplihan ko lang muna. Okay, very basic shape lang muna gagawin ko para hindi rin tayo mahirapan. So here in my progress, na kasi ako, naka-smooth na to, kaya as you can see, medyo marami na yung subdivisions. Okay, so basically, when smoothing, nag-multiply by 2 yung poly count ko. Okay. So, in this progress, ang gagawin ko, I'm going to use a cylinder to connect it in our current head. Well, pwede naman kayong gumamit ng simple extruding, kaso ang problema doon, hindi magiging perfect cylinder yung chest area natin. So the first thing that you need to check is the number of vertices dun sa pagkakabitan natin ng torso. So bakit kailangan natin malaman yung number of vertices dito? Kasi kailangan pag gumawa tayo ng cylinder, magka-match sila ng vertex count. Okay? Pag hindi sila magka-match, magkakaroon yan ng butas. Okay? Hindi natin siya masasara perfectly. So, you have two options. You can either count it manually or gawin yung ginagawa ko. I'm using, if you're going to notice, marami akong nakalagay na details dito. So this one is heads-up display. So you can find this under display, heads-up display, then just look for poly count. Again, click display, then look for heads-up display, then turn on poly count. Nakita ba? Okay, so as you can see, nakalagay dyan lahat ng information regarding your vertices, your edges, your faces, your tries, and your UVs. So, ang gagawin ko dito, I'm going to go to my vertex mode and I will be selecting that loop. Okay. So, after selecting all those vertices from this loop, as you can see, meron akong 40 vertices. Okay? So for sure sa inyo, it's around 20 kasi hindi pa kayo naka-smooth. Pero that's fine for as long as magka-match yung cylinder na ilalagay natin.
By how many times would this
One.
move?
So basically para nag-multiply by 2 lang. Wala na ba? Okay, so again, ang goal natin is to create a cylinder with matching vertex count. Dapat pareho. Kaya natin ginagawa ito. Got it? Okay. Next. Kapag alam na natin yung vertex count, we can now create a cylinder. There you go. So para mabago natin yung subdivision niya, you can go to your channel box. Andito yung inputs here. So I'm going to click that. We can access the subdivision axis directly from here. So by default, kapag gumawa tayo ng cylinder, naka 20 yan. So kung 20 sa inyo, hindi nyo na kailangan baguhin. Pero in my case, I have 40 dahil nag-smooth ako. So I'm going to change this to 40. There. Okay? Okay. So here, in the cylinder, hindi mahalaga yung top and bottom. We just need the body itself. So I need it to be hollow. So what I'm going to do, go to face mode. I will be selecting the top portion. Ayan siya. Select yung top portion. Delete it. And then I will be selecting the bottom portion as well. Same idea, delete it. Okay? So ito lang kailangan natin. So from here, I can now start resizing my cylinder. I can align it. As much as possible, keep the center of the cylinder at within the center line of the grid. Para siguradong nasa pinakagitna tayo. Okay. So let's begin reshaping. So I need another edge loop for the waist, right? So lagay tayong edge loop dyan, palitin natin. Then from here, punta ako sa right view. Another edge loop for the chest. Another edge loop here. Yeah. So align lang natin siya properly. There. So ito yung magiging chest area natin. Nakuha ba? Okay, next. Kapag nagawa na natin yung shape for the torso, we can now begin wait lang lighting, yeah. We can now begin attaching this to our head. So you have to remember guys, hindi natin pwedeng i-attach ang magkaibang geometry. Okay, hindi siya possible. So make sure to always combine them first. Okay? So to combine, you have two options. You can either use your modeling toolkit. Meron dyang option to combine. Or you can hold shift then right click. Nandiyan din yung option to combine. Here. Okay? So combine natin siya. So that Maya will treat both of these geometries as one mesh. After nun, pwede na tayong mag-attach. Okay, so do you have any suggestions on how to attach this? Pwedeng weld? Yes, that is correct. What else? Target weld? Yes, tama yon. Ano pa? Ano pa kaya pwede natin gamitin?
Yung ano po sir, snap po, yung may snapping.
Kapag in-snap natin siya, mag-snap lang siya pero hindi sila magdidikit. Kumbaga magapataw lang sila. Okay, so another tool na pwede natin magamit dito is bridge. I-bridge natin. So ang gagawin ko dito, ang bridge gumagana siya from edge loop to edge loop. So kunin ko yung edge loop na to, and then another edge loop here, and then I'm going to click bridge. Ayun siya. Okay, nag-bridge na siya. So sa bridge, meron niyang option to twist kung sakaling hindi maganda yung pagkakaano niya, pagkaka-bridge, we can twist it. Got it? Okay. Ayan. So from there, as you can see, na-attach na natin yung torso sa head area. Any questions regarding this? Guys? Nakasunod ba? Okay, next. So before I go with the limbs, the arms and the legs, lalagyan ko siya ng crotch. Okay? It's always best practice to create crotch sa mga models nyo para mas madali din siyang i-rig and i-animate later on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is to select 4 faces in front, or 4 edges pala in front, and then 4 edges at the back. Okay? So, 4 na edge sa harap, and then 4 na edge din sa likod. Select ko lang sa kabila. Okay? So from here, I can actually extrude it. Okay, extrude ko lang. And then itong dalawang to, pwede natin silang i-weld. Okay, pwedeng weld, pwedeng bridge. Okay, bahala kung paano nyo i-attach. So, sige, para maiba naman, let's try to weld this. Ay, hindi, mag-ano lang tayo. Merge vertex to center. By the way, I'm pressing G as in go, to redo last action. Ayan siya. So para mas ma-curve natin siya, I'm going to put 1 edge loops per side para pwede ko siyang ibaba. There. Okay, so from here, aayusin ko lang yung position. Dapat nagmukha siyang crotch. You can turn on symmetry if you want, guys. Para mas madali yung process natin. There you go. So, meron tayong ngayong crotch. Got it? So, may mga parts dyan na may mga imperfections. We can deal with that later on. Okay? So, ang goal lang natin, makuha natin yung basic shape ng torso natin. Okay, let's proceed. So, the next thing I'm gonna do here is to create the hole that will hold the arm. Bubutasan natin siya. So in my case, since nag-smoothen na ako, I'm going to choose 8 faces. Sa inyo, since di pa kayo nag-smoothen, you can just select 4. Okay? Okay lang yon. Sa akin, 8 kasi nag-smoothen na ako. Yeah. Ayan. So I have 8 here. Okay, dito natin kunin. Again, sa inyo, since di pa kayo naka-smooth, just choose 4. In my case, since naka-smooth na ako, I'll choose 8. Then from there, we simply extrude it. There you go. And then we simply delete it. There. Okay. So, kung titignan nyo dito yung na-generate nating shape, medyo rectangular siya. So, as we all know, ang arm is it's a cylinder, right? So, pwede naman natin siyang ayusin manually, pero para mas mabilis, gagamit ako ng tool called Circularize. So, na isa. Command line. Wait lang ah. Yeah, you can find it under Edit Mesh, then Circularize. Magiging bilog yan. Again, I selected all the vertices from the loop. Go to Edit Mesh, then choose Circularize. Same thing kapag na-deform yung mesh natin, meron dyang attribute to twist. I-twist nyo lang para maayos yung topology. Nakuha ba? So, dyan natin ikakabit yung arm mamaya. Okay, so regarding the arm, may idea kung paano natin kinabit yung torso sa ulo. Again, you have two options. You can either extrude it, pwede kayong mag-extrude, or again, pwede kayong gumamit ng cylinder. So, in my case, gagamit ako ng cylinder. But before we do that, again, make sure to count how many vertices do you have para eksakto yung number. In my case, I have here 12. And I have here 12 vertices. So, gagawa ako ng cylinder with 12 subdivisions. Channel box. Sa input, set this to 12. Then from here, again, I'm going to remove the top portion and the bottom portion. Yan, dapat hollow siya. Tapos from there, just simply align it and simply reshape it para magmukha siyang arm. So again, kahit hindi pa masyadong maayos yung form, basta makuha lang natin yung mga basic shapes. Lagyan tayong edge loop for the elbow. Another edge loop for the forearm para may konti tayong volume. Another edge loop for the volume of the upper arm. So as much as possible, kapag meron tayong elbow or joint na ganito that is meant to be folded, maglalagay tayo ng supporting edge loop. So to support that bending. Okay, so from here, how do we connect it? Any suggestions? Bridge na ba agad? We, what? Combine, that's correct. So we combine it first. And then from there, you can either use bridge or target weld. Kayo na bahala. Bridge natin para mabilis. Okay, so if you're going to notice guys, I'm only working on one side. Kasi pwede naman tayo mag-mirror later on. Nakasunod ba? Guys? Okay. Isunod na natin yung leg. So same thing. Alamin muna natin kung ilan yung subdivisions or ilang vertices meron itong loop na to. In my case, I have 20. So gagawa ako ng cylinder with 20 subdivisions. By default naman kapag gumawa kayo ng cylinder, naka 20 na yan. So all I need to do is just to remove the upper portion and the lower portion para maging hollow siya. Okay, so one edge loop for the knee. I-forward natin ng konti. Then kapag meron tayong mga ganitong mag-bend, again, kailangan meron siyang dalawang supporting edge loop. Then some more edge loops for volume. So, nagmumukha na siyang leg ngayon. Ilagay lang natin. And then, what do I do next? Combine then, we bridge. So, hindi maayos yung pagkaka-bridge sa kanya, I can just adjust the twist. Then, manually adjust. Okay, so from here, meron na tayong arms sa legs. Paano ko gagawin ng kabila? Mirror, that's correct. So, tanggalin ko yung kalahati. So, face mode. Remove the half portion. Then, we mirror. Okay siya. Mirror. Oops. So, kapag ganito, nangyayari, ibig sabihin, yung pivot, hindi maayos. So, you just need to make sure that this pivot is at the center. So, one way on how to do it, you can press letter D on your keyboard. When you press letter D, pwede nating i-adjust ngayon yung pivot location. Okay? Again, it's just letter D. D as in dog. So, I'm going to turn on snap to point para saktong dun siya sa gitna ng mesh natin. Then from there, I can now start mirroring. Ayan. So I'm going to change the threshold or the merge threshold to 0.01 para yung mga magkakadikit dyan na may liit na spacing, hindi sila magdikit or mag-merge. So from there, as you can see, medyo weird yung proportions. Ngayon mag-edit. So before I edit, as you can see, ang haba na ng history. So kapag ganyan kahaba yung history nyo, it's very prone from crashing. Okay? So, dito tayo ngayon mag-delete ng history para gumaan siya. Tapos from there, saka tayo mag-sculpt. So, sculpt, usually I use the grab tool, this one. And turn on symmetry. So at this point guys, for editing na lang kasi buo na yung topology natin. Any questions? Guys? So ito muna gagawin natin for today. So complete the torso, the arms, and the legs. So next meeting, medyo matrabaho kasi yung kamay kaya dapat may separate session siya. So just make sure na maayos yung yung mesh nyo para next meeting pagkatapos na natin ng kamay, i-attach na lang natin siya. Okay? Okay, so just to give you an idea kung ano magiging natin dito, finals natin. So, kapag nagawa na natin tong generic mesh na to, you're going to create your own character. So, sa character nyo na yon, ganito. You are going to reimagine yourself as a character in How to Train Your Dragon. Okay? Again, listen. Guys, basta mukhang dragon ha. I-limit lang natin sa mga sa human characters. Okay? I-limit lang natin sa mga human characters. So when I say is How to Train a Dragon, you're going to model not only the body but also the armor, costume, and props. Okay? So ngayon pa lang guys, mag-design na kayo para pag natapos natin itong plate na to, all you need to do is just to create it. Okay? Yun yung gagawin natin hanggang sa matapos yung SEM. Ay, ito muna, mag-generic ka muna. Gumawa ka muna ng generic, tapos kapag tapos mo na, saka tayo gagawa ng pangbabaying torso. So guys, I'm gonna stop recording.